A year after declaring their independence in 1776, the 13 states rebelling against the King of England adopted a League of Friendship to fight the Revolutionary War. But with the end of the war in 1783, the Articles of Confederation defining that league proved too weak to hold the people of the new nation together. In 1786, as the threat of foreign intervention hung over the country, leaders called for a new government centered not on the states, but on the people themselves, represented by a national government. A year later, in May 1787, 55 delegates from 12 of the states met in secret in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. They drafted a document that reached beyond the power of states directly to the power of the people. Having learned from their experience with the Articles of Confederation that men would not put the needs of the country above their own quest for power, the framers designed a system in which centers of power would each check and balance the others. The Constitution established a representative democracy, a republic, to provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty. Under the new system, three branches of government would balance each other to prevent the rise of a tyrant. The framers of the Constitution turned first to a legislative branch, creating a body of people to write laws. They divided Congress into two chambers, the House of Representatives and the Senate. The framers expected the House to reflect the current mood of voters, so they established that all its members would have to be elected every 2 years. As the chamber closest to the people, only the House can originate spending bills, and its members are also the ones who can check a bad president by impeaching him. The framers expected the Senate to act as a brake on the popular mood reflected in the House, so they established that only a third of it would turn over every 2 years. The Senate is responsible for advising the president on senior appointments, and it has to grant its consent to the president's choices. The Senate is also charged with acting as a jury to decide if a president is guilty of the things the House alleges in the case of impeachment. The framers turn next to the executive branch, which includes the president and the vice president, as well as the executive departments that oversee crucial aspects of national life. The executive branch was designed to turn over every 4 years. The president's job was to make sure that the laws Congress wrote be faithfully executed. If Congress overstepped, though, the president could veto proposed legislation. In turn, Congress could override a presidential veto. Although the framers gave Congress the power to declare war, they made the president commander-in-chief of the army, and also gave the president the power to make treaties with foreign countries, splitting power over foreign affairs. Finally, a judicial branch, a system of courts, would settle disputes between inhabitants of the different states and guarantee every defendant a right to a jury trial. The new plan was an elegant system of paths and tripwires to make sure a strong government could not become a dictatorship. In this system, the new national government was uppermost. The Constitution provided that all citizens of each state would enjoy the same rights and protections, and that the national government would guarantee to every state in this union a republican form of government. Finally, the framers declared, "This Constitution and the laws of the United States which shall be made in pursuance thereof, and all treaties made or which shall be made under the authority of the United States, shall be the supreme law of the land, and the judges in every state shall be bound thereby, anything in the Constitution or laws of any state to the contrary notwithstanding." I agree to this Constitution, with all its faults, if they are such, 81-year-old Revolutionary leader Benjamin Franklin said after a weary 4 months spent hashing it out, "because I think a general government necessary for us. It astonishes me," he went on, "to find this system approaching so near to perfection as it does, and I think it will astonish our enemies, who are waiting with confidence to hear that our states are on the point of separation, only to meet hereafter for the purpose of cutting one another's throats. On the whole, Franklin said to his colleagues, I cannot help expressing a wish that every member of the convention who may still have objections to it would, with me, on this occasion, doubt a little of his own infallibility, and to make manifest our unanimity, put his name to this instrument. On September 17th, 1787, they did.